Hello students, hope you all are fine. In this video, we will study diversity in the living world. Each different kind of plant and animal or organism represent a species. The number of species that are known and described range between 1.7 to 1.8 million. Now term biodiversity. Now that's why I didn't explain you the term diversity. Now biodiversity means what? The number and types of organism present on earth. So here all the living organism, bio means living, okay, and diversity means different organisms. So you can see here all the different types of living organism, whether it is bacteria, microorganism, then protists, fungi, algae, plants, animals. This all belongs to biodiversity. Bio means living on the earth. Okay, bio means living things on the earth, and diversity means different types of organisms. So each this organism is a single species. Okay, so this is one species, this is another. Elephant is another species. So each particular individual represent a species. So this is the meaning of the term biodiversity. Okay, so it is a complex term, and it is a involving different types of organism. Now you should not be confused between the diversity and biodiversity. The diversity means when we are referring to one particular group of organism. Say for example diversity of plants. So we are referring here only plants. So here we are not including other organisms. So that's why we are saying diversity of plants. Okay, where bio means all living organism comes. So जेन्ना आमी हो टर्म यूज करता तेन्ना आमकां तेजो मिनींग खबर आसपाक जाय, which context. So we refer here when we refer a particular group of organism, we say it is a diversity of that particular plant. Okay, and biodiversity is a large term which is used. Now next term is the nomenclature. Here we will study some definitions of different terms or the meanings of some different terms. Okay, now nomenclature. Nomenclature is the standardized naming of living organism such that a particular organism is known by the same name all over the world. नॉमेनक्लेचर म्हणजे कितें, आमी एका ऑर्गेनिजमाक, लिवींग ऑर्गेनिजमाक आमी ताका नांव दिता, आनी हे नांव जे आसा ते ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड वील नो बाय द सेम नेम. तर फॉर एक्झाम्पल वाय नॉमेनक्लेचर इज इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, आमी तुमकां सांगले तुळशीचें झाड हाड. सो तुळशीचें झाड म्हणटकीर आमकां खबर आसा. ओके, तेच जर तुळशीचें झाड आमी सांगलें अमेरिकेन गेली आणि आमी सांगलें तांकां तुळशीचें झाड हाड म्हणून त्या लोकांक, जाल्यार तांकां कळटलें ना, बिकॉज तांच्या लँग्वेजीन इट वील बी कॉल्ड बाय सम अदर नेम. सो तुळशीक आमी ऑसिमम म्हणटा. सो सायंटिफीक नेम इज ऑसिमम. दीस ऑसिमम नेम इज नोन ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. ओके, सो आमी तांकां अशीं नांवां दिता की जी ते नांवां एक्सेप्ट करता ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. अंडरस्टूड? नाव आयडेंटिफिकेशन. Now nomenclature and identification somewhat same, but identification केन्ना म्हणटा आमी जेन्ना करेक्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन दिता आमी त्या ऑर्गेनिजमा बद्दल आनी ताका नांव दिता. पयलीं डिस्क्रायब करता आनी ताका मागीर नांव दिता, ताका म्हणटा आयडेंटिफिकेशन. सो आयडेंटिफिकेशन केन्ना करता जेन्ना आमकां एक पर्टिक्युलर स्पेशीस खबर नासता, तेजें नांव खबर नासता. सो तेन्ना आमी कितें करता, ताचें फूल डिस्क्रिप्शन सोदता आणि ताका मागीर नाव दिता. ओके, ताका म्हणटा आयडेंटिफिकेशन. Now for plants, scientific names are based on agreed principle and criteria which are provided in International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. आता प्लांट्साक नांवां दिवपाक एक ऑर्गनायझेशन आसा, जे ऑर्गनायझेशन सायंटिफीक प्रिंसिपल्स धाडटा, सायंटिफीक रुल्स धाडटा, आणि प्लांट्सा खातीर तशें त्या इन्स्टिट्यूटाक कितें म्हणटा International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, ICBN. The organization, institution responsible for the scientific naming for the plants. And they laid down the principles and criteria. And based on their principle and criteria, the scientific names are given to the plants. Now, second, like plants, there are animals also, and animals are also identified and named, and their taxonomists have evolved international code of zoological nomenclature for animals. तांकांय तशेंच ऑर्गनायझेशन जे नेमिंग आयडेंटिफिकेशन करता आनी रुल्स एंड प्रिंसिपल सजेस्ट करता ते आणि ते ऑर्गनायझेशन आसा International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. The scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. So why scientific name is important? Because त्यात नावान all over the world तो organism वळखतले. So you know that why naming is important. We also have naming. Why we have names? So that other peoples know by us by name. Otherwise it will have been difficult because आम्ही मनशां सगळी सेम दिसता आणि जर आमकां नाव ना जाल्यार त्या इंडिविज्युअल डायरेक्ट करपाक डिफिकल्ट जाता. सो दॅट्स वाय नेमिंग इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. आणि तुमीच पळया एकाच नांवाची जेन्ना दोन मनशां असता तेन्ना आमकां डिफिकल्ट जाता कोणाक उलो मारलो कळना. सो एकूच नांवान ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड एक पर्टिक्युलर इंडिविज्युअल वळखतलो. ओके. Now, description of any organism should enable the pupil in any part of the world to arrive at the same name. And description सुद्धा कशें आसता ताका सर्टन रुल्स आसता जे फॉलो करता ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड आणि त्याच नांवाचे मागीर सेम नांवाचेर येवपा खातीर सेम प्रोटोकॉल्स ते यूज करता. They also ensure that such a name has not been used for any other known organism. आणि अकॉर्डिंग टू दीस रूल सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन अशें नांव दिता जे नांव ते परत दुसऱ्या ऑर्गॅनिजमाक यूज जायना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आमचे नांवाचे से फॉर एग्जाम्पल माय नेम इज गीता. म्हाज्या नांवाची आनी कितलीं जाणां मनशां आसता न्हू आनी मागीर आमकां समज तीज ग्रूप ऑफ आनी ती एकठांय येता जाल्यार आमकां मागीर ते डिफिकल्ट जाता. पूण हांगासर बाय ड्युरींग द नेमिंग ऑफ द ऑर्गॅनिजम प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल तांकां एकूच नांव आसता आनी तें नांव परत दुसऱ्या ऑर्गॅनिजमाक यूज करिना. Biologists follow universally accepted principle to provide scientific names to known organism. So बेश्टेच अशें नेमिंग करिना. They follow certain universally accepted principle. Universally means all over the world same principle follows करता for the naming of the organism. Each name has two components. प्रत्येक नावाक दोन कंपोनंट्स असता. वन इज द जेनेरिक नेम अँड द स्पेसिफिक एपिथेट. ओके. सो दोन कंपोनंट असता. विच आर दोज टू कंपोनंट? वन इज जेनेरिक नेम अँड द सेकंड वन इज द स्पेसिफिक एपिथेट. This system of providing a name with two components is called binomial nomenclature. Okay. ही सिस्टम जे दोन कंपोनंट एका नावाक जेन्ना दोन कंपोनंट असता सो ताका म्हणटा आमी बायनोमियल नोमेनक्लेचर. and the component is generic name and specific epithet. I will explain you with the example. This naming system is given by Carlos Linnaeus is being practiced by biologists all over the world. आता ही binomial nomenclature कोणे दिल्ली? A scientist known as Carlos Linnaeus. I had shown you the photo of this scientist previous. Okay, ही तेने दिल्ली system of classification binomial. Now, for example, the mango, the scientific name of mango is written as Mangifera indica. Okay, scientific name कितें mango झाडाचे? Mangifera indica. In this name, Mangifera represent the genus, while indica a particular species or a specific epithet. So, Mangifera refers to the generic name. Mangifera is the generic name, whereas indica is the specific epithet. Okay, so two components, Mangifera indica. Mangifera is the genus and indica is the specific epithet. Now, name of the author appears after the specific epithet, that is at the end of biological name, and is written in an abbreviated form. Example, Mangifera indica Lin. आता मॅन्जिफेरा इंडिका ह्या खंयच्या तरी सायंटिस्टान नांव सोदलां आनी ताका दिल्लें आनी विच इज एक्सेप्टेड ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. आता लीन म्हणजे कितें? This Lin indicates that this species was first described by Linnaeus. Okay, Carolus Linnaeus सायंटिस्टान ते डिस्क्राईब केले. सो हे ॲब्रिवेशन फॉर्म लीन म्हणजे लिनियस. ओके, सो मॅन्जिफेरा हे जेनेरिक नेम जाले, इंडिका हे स्पिशीज जाले आणि लीन हे सायंटिस्टाचे नाव जाले. So we write scientific name like this, Mangifera indica Lin. Understood? This scientist name indicates that it was first described by that particular scientist. Okay, so this is the example of mango plant, and this is how we write a binomial name. Now next topic is the classification. So I hope you have understood how the scientific name is written. Okay, and these are the universal rules followed all over the world. That is, first generic name is written, then species name, and this generic name when handwritten, it is we will come to that universal rules of nomenclature. Yes, so when they are handwritten it is underlined, and when they are means when they are print form or when we type them, we write in the italic. Okay, scientific name are always written in italic. Now classification, another term known as the classification. Classification you have studied from the lower classes. You know what is classification. We group the individual based on certain characteristics. So ताका कितें म्हणटा आमी क्लासिफिकेशन. सो आमी पळयतात जे कॉमन कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स शेअर करता तांकां आमी एका ग्रुपान घालता, and for that process we say it is a classification. So in the process, classification is the process by which anything is grouped into convenient categories based on some easily observable character. For example, groups such as plants or animals or dogs, cats or insect. Okay, so we plants a group karta karan we know they are photosynthetic organisms, so we group them in one category, that is in the plants. Animals such as dog, cats, okay, आम्ही तांकां animals घातलं because they show certain characteristics, so तांकां आम्ही animals such a group. Or insects, so they share certain characters, so many group of insects we put under that category. All dogs, cats, mammals, wheat, rice, plant, animal, etc. are convenient categories we use to study organism. The scientific term for these categories is taxa. आता आम्ही म्हणतात डॉग्स, कॅट, मॅमल्स, व्हीट, रायस ही एक कॅटेगरी हा, म्हणजे एक स्पिशीज आसा. सो ताका आमी सायंटिफीक वर्ड कितें दिता म्हणटा टॅक्सा म्हणटा, म्हणजे इंडिविज्युअल when we are referring we say it is a taxa. The taxa can indicate categories at very different levels, such as plant also form a taxa. Wheat is also a taxa. Similarly, animals, mammals, dogs are all taxa. Understood? Taxa हो आम्ही एक पर्टिक्युलर लेवलाक रिफर करता. सो प्रत्येक कॅटेगरी जे आसा दोज आर द टॅक्सा. Animals, mammals and dogs also represent taxa at different level. Hence, based on characteristics, all living organisms can be classified into different taxa. And this process of classification is called taxonomy. Okay? So, आम्ही हे जे ऑर्गॅनिझम आसा तांकां डिफरंट टॅक्सान डिफरंट कॅटेगरीन ग्रुप करता आणि अशें क्लासिफाय करता, आणि त्या क्लासिफिकेशनाक आमी म्हणटा टॅक्सोनॉमी. सो टॅक्सोनॉमी इज द स्टडी ऑफ or the process of classification based on the identification nomenclature. Okay, so external and internal structure along with structure of cell, development process, and ecological information of organism are essential and form the basis of modern taxonomic study. सो आम्ही टॅक्सॉनॉमिक स्टडी म्हणटा. सो टॅक्सॉनॉमिक स्टडी म्हणजे कितें? सो आम्ही हेतून कितें करता? स्टडी करता एक्सटर्नल फीचर्स स्टडी करता, इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर तेंचे स्टडी करता, अलॉंग विथ द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सेल तेंच्या भितर इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर सेल कशें आसा, सेलाचे स्ट्रक्चर कशें आसा, देन डेव्हलपमेंटल प्रोसेस ते कशें डेव्हलप जाता तेंचे डेव्हलपमेंट स्टडी करता प्रत्येकून. Ecological, again the surrounding related information, ecological in which environment they live, त्याच्या सराउंडिंगूय environmental information गॅदर करता. So these are essential and form the basis of modern taxonomic study. So taxonomy म्हणजे हे सगळे features आम्ही भितर स्टडी करता. So it is a broad term for identification. Okay. Hence, characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature are the processes that are basic to taxonomy. So आम्ही जेन्ना आम्ही taxonomy रिफर करता वर्ड तेन्ना भितर कितें कितें येता? Characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. So these all processes are involved in taxonomy. So the broad term taxonomy is given for that. So I will stop here. I hope you have understood. So in this video we have studied first different terms such as biodiversity and diversity. Diversity means different types of organism. Then we studied what is nomenclature, then what is identification. Then we have seen the difference between biodiversity and diversity. Then International Code for Botanical Nomenclature for identification of plants, and for identification of animals, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Then we have also seen the universal principle accepted for naming of the organism, such as each name has two components. One is generic name and second one is the specific epithet. ताका आमी binomial nomenclature म्हणटा. Then this naming system was given by Carlos Linnaeus. And there is one more point. When we handwritten this name, we underline the name, and when it is printed it is in the italic form. This is always follow. So you will see some examples on the textbook written in the italic form, name, some names. सो तुमकां दिसतली चडशे ऑर्गॅनिजमाची स्पेसिसांची नांवां जी आसा ती इटॅलिक फॉर्मान बरयता, बिकॉज दोज आर द सायंटिफीक नेम. सो यू हॅव टू रायट सायंटिफीक नेम इन द italic form, or when you write handwritten you have to underline. This is the rule, okay, which we most of us while writing we forget it, but we should not forget. It's accepted all over the world. Then we have studied classification. Then we have seen what is taxa, then what is taxonomy. So I hope you have understood these terms. Thank you, students. If you have any difficulty, let me know.